Hello, this video will talk about a very important and interesting topic about the curse of Aquarius and Scorpio zodiac signs. Now, a lot of astrologers have been talking about this topic in the recent past, and they have been mentioning that the zodiac signs of Aquarius and Scorpio are very, very difficult zodiac signs to have, especially as an ascendant. And it seems as if people with the zodiac signs of Aquarius and Scorpio feel that their lives are burdened, and they go on to say that the people with these ascendant signs of Aquarius and Scorpio feel as if they are cursed in some way. And I've been watching videos on this topic and reading articles by some very well known astrologers and well known Vedic astrologers. And they also go on to the extent of saying that if you have Aquarius and Scorpio ascendant in any of the Varga charts or divisional charts, and as we know that every divisional chart or Varga chart is representative of a certain part of our lives. Like, for example, if we look at the divisional chart or a Navancha, which is a D9 chart, it represents your relationships and your marriage and your spouse. So these astrologers have been saying that if any of the Varga charts also has an ascendant of Aquarius and Scorpio, that particular part of your life is also going to feel as if it's accursed, and there will be challenges, there'll be troubles, and there will be a lot of problems related to that angle. Saying, for example, if a D9 or a Navancha chart has Aquarius or Scorpio as an ascendant, then the person's marriage will feel cursed, and that part of his life will feel cursed, and there will be all kinds of problems and troubles. So I wanted to bring to your attention to these teachings and these so-called teachings, which have been explained as teachings related to Vedic astrology. And nowhere in the ancient scriptures it is mentioned that Aquarius and Scorpio zodiac signs are cursed. Nowhere in the ancient scriptures it is mentioned that if there is Aquarius and Scorpio zodiac sign as an ascendant, the person will feel that his life related to that particular part, if it's relating to the Varga or divisional chart, is cursed. And also, some astrologers go on to the extent of saying that if there is a particular planet sitting in the zodiac sign of Aquarius and Scorpio, any significations related to those planets will feel burdened or troubled or even cursed. And this relates again to the main Rashi chart and the Varga charts or the divisional charts. Nowhere, I'll repeat, in the ancient scriptures this is mentioned that these are cursed zodiac signs. And also nowhere in the ancient scriptures it is mentioned that any planets sitting in these zodiac signs will create a problem related to the significations of those planets. So I'm surprised how people are coming up with videos and articles explaining this rule because it is not a part of the ancient Vedic astrology. And the purpose of these videos are to make sure that we go into the basics and we get the information from the ancient scriptures and also what the ancient sages have mentioned, so that we are not going in the wrong direction. We follow the right path, and believe me, if you follow the scriptures, you will never go wrong. Now, as an example, let me give you an example why I'm saying that this theory of the Aquarius and zodiac and Scorpio zodiac signs is not correct. I will ask you to see some examples in your lives, in your particular birth chart, or in any of the birth charts, Vedic birth charts you are studying or doing a prediction for or doing a reading for. Does that theory make sense? And as far as my experience goes, in 80% of the cases, well, there may be cases, well, there will be problems related to the zodiac sign of Aquarius and there will be problems related to the zodiac sign of Scorpio, but in 80% of the cases, this is not true. I mean, try to think of it. These astrologers are saying that, well, if you have an Aquarius ascendant in the main chart, your life is going to feel cursed. And if you have a Scorpio ascendant in the main chart, your life is going to feel cursed. Is that true? Does that make sense? Ask yourself. Do some readings of, like I said, of yourself and whoever you're doing readings for, your friends. If you're a professional astrologer, do it for your clients and see. And in my case, whenever I have done a reading, I did not find this theory correct. And once again, I did not find it correct because it's not mentioned anywhere in the ancient scriptures. Parashara has not written that. Don't you think that sage Parashara would have mentioned in case this was the case? He did not. So I think a warning here that, look, whatever you listen or whatever you read in Vedic astrology, just don't take it on face value. Just do some research and then come to a conclusion. Giving you an example, the great film star Amitabh Bachchan, for those of you who are from India, and of those of you who have read his chart, would know that he has an Aquarius ascendant. And he's one of the most famous people in India, currently and for the last probably 30 years. And he has been successful in almost all parts of his life. So would you say that he feels that his life is cursed or burdened because he has an Aquarius ascendant? No. I mean, you can rate him as one of the most successful people in the last 3 decades. Even today, at the age of 71, he's pretty successful. Another example I'd like to throw here for you to study is our present Prime Minister of India, Mr. Narendra Modi. He has a Scorpio ascendant. He has been Chief Minister of the state of Gujarat for the last, 13 years, 14 years, and has a very steady growth as far as, of course, his politics is concerned. And he's been very famous, and why he's been famous is we can go into a deeper analysis of his chart. But of course, we know that he is Scorpio ascendant. So do you think that he feels that his life is cursed because he's Scorpio ascendant and now he is the Prime Minister and one of the most successful people in India, the most respected, famous, you name it? I mean, he may have some problems related to some areas of his life, but in general, he is pretty successful. So do you think that since he has a Scorpio ascendant, he would be thinking that his life is cursed, or his life is troubled or he's not successful? No. So friends, before listening to these astrologers and these soothsayers and these so-called Vedic astrologers who come up with their theories, just let's do some research and see. Well, number one, again, look at the scriptures, ancient scriptures of Vedic astrology. Do they mention that? And also look at the examples. Try to study charts, more and more and more charts with Aquarius and Scorpio ascendant. And also look at the Varga charts which have been described. Varga means divisional charts. Is there a problem? And I can almost promise you that 80% of the cases you will see that this theory doesn't make sense, where they say that Aquarius and Scorpio ascendants are cursed. So we'll be taking up another topic in our next video. For now, goodbye.